really like to make resolutions, guys, but I guess if I had to, I would say I would like to actually dunk one-handed.
Well, Elevator Ernie, you better have a trampoline as part of that fantasy.
Well, I don't even think you can dunk donuts in coffee, man, so keep it moving.
See, that's why I don't like to make resolutions. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
There is
Okay, that was weird. My controller decided to have a complete stroke for a minute. Might be time to get a new one.
no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. The fans are making noise here at the Time Warner Cable Arena for this Hornets home game. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, it's hard not to like what they've been showing us lately. I mean, very solid basketball across the board. You can point to a lot of different areas where this team has been outstanding.
And that's why they've been winning so many of these games. I mean, they're just well-rounded. They get the job done on both ends. And when you're clicking like that as a unit, you're going to create problems.
A look at the Magic starting group. Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Inside, it's Fry and Vucevic. And it's Harris in at the 3. Got that bucket in no time at all. Freak's got 5 now.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke as Scott Skiles. Doris?
He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Oladipo following the basket by Freak. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And both free throws good for Vucevic. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Miami Heat.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the evening. That's good from Williams. Payton with the ball.
Go, motherfucker.
Vucevic a screen on Walker.
Shit.
Oh, no. Bad time
Oh.
to slip up there, Kevin.
Oh.
They got to stay focused.
And taking a
It literally
there is
fouled
the
me
last
for
thing
cussing.
You want to do the opposite of smart basketball.
No, okay. No. That cannot be. I gotta figure out voice commands enabled. I'm gonna turn that
For
off.
Orlando, they have gone
That's
2 for
bullcrap.
2 in the game at the line. Free throw, good from Fry. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. There's a good screen. Here's Harris. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Harris has got his first points in this one.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time.
Oh, that was
enough to
clean.
challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. 5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. Back to Payton. Shot clock at 5. Kicks to Vucevic for 3. And it's Freak with the rebound. The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to the Pelicans.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to
that.
lose that game, because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
And here is Payton following the three-pointer by Freak. Kid Gilchrist against Harris. Shoots. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Walker the pass to Freak. Back to Walker. Here's Freak. Again, the Hornets score.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. Second is Kemba Walker.
And those games have seen more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut. And a switcher also for Orlando. Hezonja, he's checked in for Channing Frye. Oladipo outside. The shot is off. And the Hornets now going the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win, because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And here is Payton following the three-pointer by Freak. To the wing right side. Once again off the mark,
that.
Orlando.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
With the shot. Kaminsky dishes to Freak. It's stolen by Vucevic. Payton outside.
What the hell is that dude's hair?
Pass to Hezonja. From downtown. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm
Damn it.
on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
They set the pick. Payton against Walker. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And a moment here to check out some of the stats for Walker. Averaging 9 points per game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game, because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Williams. Batum comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. And here's Watson following the three-pointer by Freak. 6 to shoot. Kedman passes to Hazania. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Hornets leading by 16. Freak kicks to Hawes. Misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Hayes, no good. Charlotte has gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. And it's Freak missing.
You jinxed me.
The Magic trail by 16. And here's Watson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Out to the wing. For the 3. And he gets it to go.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Boys.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Hawes. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Freak's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jeremy Lin. Kidd-Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Freak is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Bogut in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Hornets 5. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was simply terrific. He ended up with 38 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
For Orlando, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Victor Oladipo at the line for 2.
That's good from Oladipo. Kaminsky is checked in for the Hornets. Orlando also making some changes. Hayes is checked in, and it's Watson in for Elfrid Payton.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it.
Little dance.
Gritty
and
rough. But
Back
that's how you win games.
Just
Boom.
5 on the clock. And
I don't
it's
like
Freak missing.
Okay.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after
Nice
that
block.
miss.
A minute 42 left here in the second. Pick by Vucevic. Feeds it to Oladipo.
Boy, his struggles continue here in the second quarter.
Once again off the mark.
Bad block
Orlando.
attempt, good
Hornets
off,
leading
good
by
defense.
16.
That
And
doesn't
a
make
wide
sense.
Open look for Freak.
And point.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And that's now 24 points for Freak. The Magic shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Harris a screen on Walker. Watson dishes to Vucevic, and that one's good. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now here's Walker. G right on him. Freak passes to Walker. And
What?
out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Oladipo. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Watson kicks to Harris. Picked by Vucevic.
That's a walk.
It's rebounded by Charlotte.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Vucevic a screen on Kid Gilchrist.
Vucevic.
Here's Hezonja. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
There you go, Kemba.
With your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys, and he made it. He made it look easy that time.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Hornets lead by 20. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the pace?
It's me. I'm trying to.
I'm trying to. I know we're a lot tougher to play when we can limit second chances and get a lot of one-on-ones on defense. I think we should be able to keep it going next half as well. Yeah.
Your mindset is working. Well done. Kevin, back to you.
The
Thanks,
fuck is wrong with her arms?
We'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
No freaking dancing B. All right.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Inside, it's Fry and Vucevic. And it's Payton in at the point.
Good. Well, he scored
Nice.
over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
Well, Orlando shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Picked by Vucevic. Oladipo goes in. And it's Vucevic missing.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10
Doink.
rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Harris setting the pick for Oladipo.
Shit.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Bogut kicks to Freak. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bogut. That falls.
There you go.
Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Taking a look at some stats for Oladipo. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Williams. Batum comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. Lin kicks to Freak. To the inside. Here's Batum. Lays it up and banks it in. Batum's got his first points in this one.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scoring.
Orlando making some changes. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Pick by Vucevic. Here's Azania. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Charity stripe shot. And it falls over the rim and in. And that's 10 points for Vucevic.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
The Hornets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. First free throw is good. Oladipo, he's checked in for Orlando. And both free throws good from Freak. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Watson kicks to Harris. Passes it to Hazania. Harris a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Back to Harris. Lets it go with a three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Freak kicks to Walker. And he converts the layup. Walker's got 7.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Hornets on top, running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And the Hornets shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Freak in a 2-guard. Richardson is out there with Spencer Hawes. And it's Jensen, and it's the power forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Now Watson. Pass to Bailey. 5 to shoot. Off target with his 3. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Well, Orlando shooting under 40%
all
in
in
all
all
for
for
the
the
game. Now here's Watson. Tight defense on him. Looking for Oladipo. He gets it there, and that one's good.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The dish to Freak from deep. Vucevic with the rebound.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Watson. The feed now to Vucevic. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
The pass to Freak. Fires the 3. That is good. Freak's got 11 points here in just the second half.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Oladipo goes in. Here's Nicholson. His shot is off. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Shoots from the high post. Goes back up. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
The first one falls for him.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him.
And a switch here also for Charlotte. Freaks checked in for Jason Richardson. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Dishes it to Freak. He feeds it to Lamb. Now here's Freak. He's guarded close and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Hayes.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Hayes. At the top of the key, Napier. There's a screen. Here's Azania. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
The Magic have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He's in the post, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some
Really?
signs of life offensively. Too bad. I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Here's Napier. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Pass to Freak. Lets it go. The shot is off. Here's Azania. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one-on-1 or one-on-5. That is a great percentage.
One thing that stood out to me was his contribution from deep. We know he can hit the 3-ball, but we saw him do a lot more damage than normal, and that really opened up the game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
I'm gonna get some food real fast. I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for anyone who showed up. Peace out. God bless.